This is Self-Publishing with Dale here on a Friday Eastern Standard Time, and that means we're going to be doing some answering comments live. Folks, after today, we're going to probably take a hiatus from the answering comments live because right now I'm pulling triple duty on Fridays. I'm doing one stream in the morning here with answering comments live, and then I go and do the writing sprints at 2:15, and then I have a live stream over on my other channel. And today I just got up and I realized I am doing way too much. Now, with that being said, there's a good possibility I might end up shifting back that 2:15 time for writing sprints back to right about now, at least through the end of the month. And then possibly going into January again, we'll probably put a pause on the answering comments live. So this will probably be the last one for the foreseeable future because I'm not trying to burn myself out on, trying to get on here and give you guys some great content. So I want to give a big shout out over to Mojo Seedlack and SL Michaels. I see you, Samantha. Thank you so much to the two of you for being tier 3 channel members. I do very much appreciate it. Very, very soon, I will be rolling out a new membership tier called the Book Rescue tier. And the plan is I'm going to be launching the merchandise as well as the new channel memberships. So that way, anybody that would like to help directly support the cause for Book Rescue and be a contributor and what I'm going to call kind of like an honorary sponsor, you'll get a shout out in the video, or at least listed on the video of each episode. You'll get special discounts if you're a channel member on the merchandise for Book Rescue, and also you'll be able to get some merch. So that's going to be nice. I got another sample coming in sometime today. I'll probably order some more samples here over the next week. So it's probably going to be at least another couple weeks before we get this off the ground and running. And I will be publicly sharing with you guys and gals what we are doing as far as the number of channel memberships through the Book Rescue tier, as well as how much are we earning through merchandise, the net profits. Because even though, like, say, a shirt might sell for $24.99, doesn't necessarily mean we're going to make that, because Spring is going to take their cut and then we get our cut. And naturally, the channel memberships, YouTube's going to take a 30% cut and we'll get the 70% cut. But I will be publicly forward about all that stuff, because since it's not a non-profit, I don't think it's right for me to sit here and go, well, you're donating to a cause, you know. No, you're contributing, but not a donation necessarily. All right, I wanted to get that off my chest first and foremost. If you'd like to join channel memberships, by the way, this is not regarding Book Rescue at all. It helps support the cause. Click on the link inside the pinned comment or in the description down below, or even there's a join button if you're watching this on desktop. Hey Dale, Susan from Bowling Green, Ohio. I find your articles and videos very helpful. I need to check out more. Bowling Green, Ohio. Did you know that's where I went to college? Yeah. Bowling Green State University from 1994 to 1995. I dropped out at the very end of 1995. Yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time. Good times, bad times about then. I think that was about the time that I was really just discovering myself. And I don't think I fully knew what I was getting into when I, became, and I went out to the real world, if you will. But Bowling Green State University holds a very, very fond place in my heart. In fact, Susan, you're probably familiar, and I'm not sure if you have ever been to any of the clubs around that area, but my brother and I used to be in a band together, and we'd play at Howard's Club H on a regular basis. One of the times we went on stage at Howard's Club H wearing nothing but latex skirts. Yeah, nothing but latex skirts. There's video proof of that somewhere. I'm not proud of it. Not that there's anything wrong with wearing latex skirts, but I probably should have put something on underneath that. But yeah, you're making us feel old, Dale. I'm sorry, Fred. I'm sorry, man. I graduated in 2011 with a BFA in art education. Oh, nice. I'm assuming you went to BGSU as well. Yeah, Bowling Green is a great college. Great college. I think the only reason I dropped out was because of ego. I thought I was just like, I'm above this. I'm a rock star. Like, I'm being completely serious. I had a lot of ego back then. So, yeah, Mojo said, I may have you all beat. Yes, Mojo, although you wear it well, honestly. You said your age the one time, and I'm like, shut up. I'm like, there's no way. So, yes, she is aging very gracefully. Me, I've had, Samantha says, I'm not old. See, look, Samantha's got us. She's all balanced us out here. Yes. Fellow Falcon. Nice. The funny thing is, until you just said that, I forgot that the mascot was a Falcon. Okay. We're going to be doing some answering comments, live now, as per usual. If you got any kind of questions during the course of this broadcast, please drop them inside the chat there and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's see here. I need to see about opening up YouTube Studio. And let's do this. I'm going to move this screen up here where I usually put it. And all right, so let's go to the comments feature. Okay, let's get to it, folks. We got some work to do here. All right, on the right-hand side, as you guys know, per usual, you will see, look, I got my big head out the way. Isn't that perfect? I got right out the way. As per usual, right-hand side, you'll see the video with the thumbnail for context. On the left-hand side, you will see the person who's commenting and any kind of badge or status they have with the channel, and I'll cover that when I get to it. Carrie Keegan says, hi, Dale. In one of your videos, you mentioned where to create a CD for your audiobook. Is your recommendation still the same as your 2017 video? Sadly, media on demand. Actually, more importantly, Amazon shuttered media on demand, where I recommended people go. But they did recommend other similar services. Let me see if I can find this one here. I'm going to grab my email. And I would think there would, I could swear I held on to the email. Okay, important oh, come on now. What are you doing with yourself? All right. Okay, great. So this is kind of cool right here. They reached out, and since media on demand, they said probably about for like 6 months ahead, like, hey, we're closing our doors, like this just ain't working out. Who else offers disc on demand manufacturing? Below is a list of disc on demand manufacturing businesses which you can investigate to see if they provide the service you're looking for. AccuTrack, Alliance Entertainment, Allied Vaughn, CC Now, Kunaki, Trepstar. Can I offer my content through Amazon's digital streaming services? Our digital streaming services have their own account opening and other requirements, which you can learn more about accessing these links, blah, blah, blah. How I get my information. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight these two areas here. We're just going to go right here. I'm going to hit copy on that one. Here's what they said in an email from earlier this year. Hope that helps. All right. Boom. Thumbs up and a heart. Michael Murray, my boy. I appreciate it, man. I always love seeing and hearing from you. He says, Dale, it was so cool to hear more of your story and what got you into writing. I was big into the Goosebumps series as a kid, and that definitely inspired me to get into writing. Oh, nice. Goosebumps was after my time. I believe I remember my sister had that series. Thanks as always for watching and commenting. Thumbs up and a heart. Skyrider. Now look at this. Skyrider has 3 badges. Skyrider, I think you're the very first person to have 3 badges on your name. New member. Of course, there's the banana sticker, part of the channel membership. Top commenter, because they got the most hearts. And also a subscriber for the past year. Another great podcast. Glad you enjoyed it. And thanks so much for the love. Thanks, as always, Skyrider. I appreciate it. I'm sure you're coming back and watching this video. Kira Simone has been a subscriber for the past month and said, I'm on it. Nice. Okay, so I see some comments over here in the live chat. I want to just pop back over here for just 1 second here. Okay, Strum and Susan says, I'm getting ready to publish my 2nd and eventually 3rd ukulele fingerstyle music book that combines paintings and music for picking hand. Ooh, nice. I like that. That's very smart. Tom Brooks says, hi, Dale. After launching a book on Amazon, how do you determine when to turn it into an audiobook before I launch it? Or do you sew all of them? Great info. All of them. Do every iteration that you can do. Take your time in building up that hype and building awareness around that. And the most important thing as you're communicating that is this book is going to be available in ebook, paperback, hardcover, and audiobook. Get those 4 iterations together. Bonus points if you can put a large print edition out there. Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. Large print is on my list of things to do, so I have more accessibility. Here's the thing is, the more products that you have for any one specific publication, the more options that readers have. And if you're utilizing Amazon, this means that you have more products than, say, your contemporaries. I wouldn't want to call them competition, but for the sake of making things fair, we'll just say contemporaries. So people within your niche. A lot of authors, and especially self-published ones, are either cash-strapped or they're lazy. Cash-strapped meaning, hey, they can't afford to hire out and get the cover design done for all those different iterations, or they can't get the interior formatting done, and they don't have the know-how to put it together nor the time to put it together. I totally understand that. Whereas there's some other people out there that quite simply will just shrug it off and go, it doesn't matter. I write romance. Nobody reads romance on print books, which if you ever hear that part right there, like I heard somebody say that before and it made me absolutely cringe straight out my skin. I had to go to the ER, get my skin put right back up on me. Like, honestly, anybody that tells you that romance print books don't sell doesn't know how to sell anything, because it is a very hot market, and a vast majority of global publication profits are derived from print books. Most importantly, hardcover, usually marginally more than paperback. But either way, get yourself put all together. Take your time. I know audiobooks are not easy to put together, but I highly recommend it. Now, in the event that you're working on a very strict budget, I understand that sometimes an audiobook is just not feasible. What I would recommend is look into alternatives, maybe crowdfunding your project and getting it off the ground, or just don't rush. Take your time. I think a lot of people are so excited that they've got this beautiful baby they want to launch out into the world, but one of the things that you are going to miss the boat on is all those different types of publications, all those different avenues, all those different reader expectations, because there's some readers out there that won't bother with ebooks. Same thing. There's some people that don't want to bother with print books or hardcover or paperback, or some of them don't want to bother with audiobook, so give as many options as you can possible. And on a platform like Amazon, it's going to greatly help your chances of discoverability by having more options, because then the Amazon algorithm has just a little bit more confidence in your ability to convert a specific customer. Those that are just putting out ebooks, those that are just putting out paperbacks by themselves are missing the boat, missing the opportunity. Excellent question. I love it. Keep it coming, guys and gals. I appreciate it. I'm going to come back over here to the comments. I want to make sure we keep things moving. Thumbs up and a heart on that one. Hate I missed it. Looking forward to the next one. Hey, I'll be here every weekday this month. Hope to see you then. Always appreciate the support, Jocelyn. I'm sure you're probably watching this on the replay. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know what all these symbols are. I'm assuming it's Rickard Lundblad. How do you do that? Like the different symbols? That's kind of wild. Hi, Dave. It's actually Dale. Liking many of your videos, I'm on the verge of starting writing my first book. I'm extremely anti-Amazon and want as much international distribution as possible. What's my best alternative? I know Rickard was on my broadcast yesterday when I was doing the writing sprints, and I gave him some advice. Hardcover, of course. Greetings from Sweden. You have a ton of options out there. For ebook, consider Apple, Barnes & Noble. I'm going to go ahead and put press down there. Kobo Writing Life, and Google Play Books. Now, if you want to avoid Amazon, then go with Lulu and deselect distribution. It's Amazon. Lulu or Blurb. I know Blurb's another good one. Also, there's integration for Shopify and Lulu Express. Where you can fulfill print runs through your website. Actually, pretty sweet. Best of luck. All right. A thumbs up and a heart. Thank you so much, Ricard. I appreciate it. Phaedrian Bartley said, my name is Phaedrian from Jamaica. What's going on, Phaedrian from Jamaica? I am a poet with 2 book-length collections. Nice. One is horror story poems and the other mixed genre, but I'm stressed with going about choosing a publisher, and this is my first time, so I want to go good, but I'm stressed on choosing traditional publishers and self-publish with people like BookBaby, etc. Is there any suggestions for a first-timer like me? Go with the path of least resistance. Amazon KDP. I have an entire course based on this. The self-publishing, the DIY publishing course for beginners. It's 100% free. And you guys can find that at diypublishing.biz/free. There you go. Thumbs up and a heart. Skyrider again here. Great show. Thanks so much, Skyrider. I appreciate it. Okay, let's come on back over here to the live chat. If you guys got questions, please load them up here for me. Okay, Strum and Susan says, is there anything special I need to know about donating a portion of my royalties to a nonprofit, $1 per book sale to a cause? Ooh, man. I would highly recommend before you partner yourself with an organization like a nonprofit of sorts. Make sure that you do your due diligence. Make sure that it's going to be something that makes sense. There are a lot of nonprofits out there that, honestly, I think they're for-profit companies that masquerade about as nonprofit companies. It's a real shame when the CEO of a nonprofit company is a millionaire because of their work within the nonprofit. I don't think that's right, but that's just my opinion. So make sure you do your due diligence on that one. And I'm sure you're probably already on top of that. The next one would probably be contact the organization and let them know what you plan to do. Because chances are very likely, if they want to support you and get behind you, they're probably going to do some additional promotion. Also, consult an attorney. Like, honestly, it's such a legal issue. Because in the event that you renege on your commitment to that, like you just pay $1 less than what's supposed to happen, someone finds out, you could find yourself in some real hot water. I would say instead of publicly sharing that you're going to be donating towards a good cause, maybe wait till after the fact. Maybe wait till you've sold all those books, and then you go over and surprise that company with a check for whatever. Be like, hey, I decided to take 10% of all my sales and put it towards this. I know it doesn't seem as appealing to people who are buying your book, like, hey, I'm going to buy this book. Whereas, hey, I'm going to buy this book because it helps support a charity. I honestly think it's just such a legal issue that I'm not going to give you a solid answer on this. For me, if I were wanting to donate towards a good cause, I would probably just do it after the fact and not tell people and set up expectations that that's going to be, because you're just going to open yourself up to a whole lot of issues. So do your research on the company. and I would recommend just donate after the fact. That way you keep yourself in good standing. I love Goosebumps too. I'm 39, so that was during my time. Wow. See, like you're only about 6 years younger than me, so I must have barely missed it. That's why I said I recall seeing Goosebumps from my little sister, and she's about 8 years younger than me. I also have a book of poems and sketches related to my invisible disabilities. I would love to turn that into an audiobook and read the poems myself. That's a good idea. Give it a shot for sure. I would gamble to say that Bowling Green or at least Toledo might have like a recording studio of some sort. Try to see if you can find like a good recording studio in the area, and then get the raw footage if you can, if the person's not familiar with doing ACX, and send it to a pro, like either on Fiverr or reach out to my buddy Anthony Fleischman at fleischmanmedia.com, and he'll actually go through and fix all that for you. So there's that. Be sure to take into account how long it will take to create the audiobook. That's so true. So audiobooks are not just like that easy. Samantha said, I just finished mine. It cost me about $3,000 for both narrators. Yeah, you had a full, what's the best word for it? Almost like it was fully acted out. So they weren't just like voiceover talent. They were actually voiceover actors. So yeah, yours is going to definitely cost a pretty penny. So kudos on that one, by the way, Samantha. I think that's awesome that you did that. How long is your book? Samantha said, I just finished my audiobook. It cost me $3,000 total for both narrators. My book's 7 hours and 31 minutes long. That's actually really not bad. That's not bad for a price, especially if you've got 2 voice actors. Thomas A. Bradley, late, but I made it. Hey, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. What's going on, Thomas? I went with KDP 2. Formatting my books for Kindle was a bit of a learning curve, and I'm not really looking forward to doing it again. That's why I hire out. I honestly, I used to grind it out. Not anymore. No, I just hire out. I've got the discretionary expense. So maybe I can just be vague and not give a specific dollar amount. Great tips, though. Thank you. Yes. Just proceed with caution. I think probably the one thing that you should probably do is, if you do choose a nonprofit and you've done the research on them, talk directly to them. Tell them what your intent is, because the chances are very likely they may end up supporting you and pushing your book with you. And there's nothing like free advertising, man. I love free advertising. We have Stone Soup Recording Studio. There you go. See, look, you already got it already set out for you. I agree with you. This point going forward, I'll probably end up narrating all of my audiobooks, all of them. And this would include 2 of my fiction books that I plan on putting out late next year. So let's get on over into the last of these comments here. Glenn Patterson says, hey, Dale, hope all is well with you. Yeah, it is. Thanks so much for watching and commenting. Going to give a thumbs up, and we're going to give it a heart. All right. Stephen Davenport has been a subscriber for the past 6 days. Welcome aboard, Stephen. I appreciate it. Dale, thanks. Your talk was very informative. I have 3 novels published, print and e, with a great small publisher, West Margin Press, but none of them is in audio. I have 2 memoirs, one still in second draft and the other finished. I plan to narrate it at a local studio. Look, we were just talking about that. And then find a distributor, and you certainly have made me aware of the benefits of going with Find a Way. Awesome. I can't sing their praises high enough. I love Find a Way voices. I think from time to time, some people might mistake what I say. So let me make sure that I'm super abundantly clear. If I ever endorse a platform, this is not my way of saying, when you publish to this platform, you're going to make tens of thousands of dollars. That's not my brand. You want to see something like where someone's promising you a bunch of different earnings, go for it. My endorsement of something like Find a Way Voices is, it comes from a place of, if you want the widest distribution, if you want to get your audiobook in as much hands as humanly possible and collect the most earnings that you can from that wide distribution, Find a Way Voices is definitely your answer. So if you ever hear me endorse a specific avenue, it's not my guarantee that you're going to become, wealthy beyond your, imagination. No, it's my way of saying, hey, this is a great option. I stand behind this option. And usually whenever I stand behind an option, I typically cite a lot of other sources that agree with me. So for instance, the Alliance of Independent Authors is one of them that honestly, they have already given an excellent rating to Find Away Voices. Find Away, oh, by the way, Strum and Susan, not too far from you, probably about an hour and a half, I'll bet, is Solon, Ohio, where Find Away Voices is actually based in. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you go over and start pounding on their door because they have like two different warehouses. They look like warehouses on the outside, but they're actually offices when you go inside. But they got the two different warehouses. It's all on lockdown. You got to get buzzed in. You have to have a special code, everything else like that. So don't expect to go find Away Voices address and just pop up out of nowhere and be like, hey, what's up? Dale said I should stop by. Please don't do that. Will Dagus will probably end up killing me. So I'm going to look at held for review real quick, and it looks like my held for review folder is empty. I'm going to switch accounts here real quick, and we're going to go into the main channel here. Yeah, I love me some Find Away Voices. Me too. Me too. Checking out their site now. Yes, Strum and Susan, I highly recommend it. You're getting into audiobooks, use them. All right, Live and Relax. This is over on the main channel, by the way, folks. Live and Relax says, which one would you prefer out of the people you tried? I don't remember. I thought it was pretty clear in the video. So sorry if I didn't communicate that well enough. To my memory, actually recollection, Sexy Challenges. I think Sexy Challenges. I think that was the name of it. Sexy Challenge. I forget the name in a bit. Was the best bang for the buck. I will most likely use him again. There we go. Reply, thumbs up, and a heart. JD said, which one would you say was best? Just curious. I literally just answered this comment already. From someone else. My memory is not very good. And apparently, I must have not been very clear on who I liked. To my memory, you guys feel like a feeling of deja vu? Sexy Challenge was the best bang for the buck. And I'll definitely be using him again. Stay tuned, because I will be doing another one of these type of videos. All right, hitting that reply. We're going to hit the thumbs up, and we're going to hit the heart. Okay. Life and Glow Wellness says, thanks for the video and tips, Dale. So is Amazon charging for ads in advance? No. It would be great if they extracted the ads money from the profit, like that kind of agency fee. Yeah, that would actually be kind of cool. Also, do they charge per keyword or campaign? Okay. Amazon doesn't charge in advance. It's pay as you go. And they start out with a tier-based system. You know, the funny thing is, I might as well just go ahead and open up my manuscript, because I know I've got it inside my manuscript somewhere here. I've got the actual tiers. No, Pro Writing Aid, get out of here. By the way, folks, get yourself Pro Writing Aid. It's fantastic. You will not regret it. Nope, that's not it. I know there's a list here. Give me just a second. Gosh. I make it down. Okay, no. Come on now, Dale. Let's see here. I'm going to just go ahead and hit page up. Well, you know what? I could probably just look for the dollar amount. $250, I think, is one of the tiers. Okay, maybe 200. There we go. Yes. So it's what they end up calling like credits or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with that person. Looks like this. At first, when you hit $50 in ad spend, they'll immediately charge you. And they do it again once you hit the next tier. They call it credit. If you don't hit those thresholds, they'll bill the 3rd of every month following. Yeah, every month. That just makes sense. Okay, her other portion here. Give me just a second here, folks. It would be great if they extracted blah, blah, blah. Also, do they charge per keyword or campaign? They charge based on the cost per click for the targeting you choose, i.e., I'm so deep into this and just doing so much research, reading a lot of other people's books on this, going into the Amazon advertising campaign. I feel like I'm just talking about Amazon ads in my sleep, for crying out loud. They charge based on the cost per click, i.e., okay, keywords, products, categories. There we go. I hope that helps. And stay tuned. I'll be doing a book about it. Be launching a book in 2022. It'll probably be summertime. I'm just going to tell you guys that. Because it'll be part of a rapid release schedule. All right, next question comes from C. Seattle says, question regarding KDF select for, okay, it's KDP. KDP select for children's picture books. Does it even make sense the pay is based on number of pages? Yeah, but you're also, this is something I always tell people, is KDP select, you're sure you're getting paid like a fractional amount of money per page read. But also when someone checks out your book, it does influence your Amazon bestseller rank. I'm probably going to have to say this inside here, so I'm just going to go ahead and just tell you guys right now. Most children's books contain very few pages, agree, compared to a novel. It seems to me that a 24-page picture book will only pay a few cents each time the entire book is read. So it makes sense not to opt out for KDF. Oh, it's KDP. KDP select, or am I missing something? Thank you for your time. Yes. You are missing something. I cover KDP select in a video here. Okay, here comes the fun here, folks. So I'm going to just open up another tab. We're going to go into content, and I'm going to see about looking up KDP select. Now, come on, Dale. Come on. Why is my finger still putting on there? KDP select. All right, so there it is. Let's go ahead and hit that copy on that link address. And boom. Short answer. You don't just get paid for pages read. You get 2 different promotional opportunities. Free promo and countdown deals. And anytime someone checks out your book in Kindle Unlimited, Amazon registers it like a sale that influences your Amazon bestseller rank, ABSR. Again, watch that video and you'll get more clear on it and make an informed decision. KDP Select is not for everybody. You know, me personally, KDP Select is fine if you're seeing the return on your investment, if you're seeing the value being reciprocated to you. So if you're putting together this amazing work of fiction or nonfiction of some sort, and you've got it enrolled in the KDP Select program, but you're not seeing a return, get out. Like, leave. Like, that's just that simple. I don't endorse KDP Select. I'm not the biggest fan of it. However, I do have a few books that are enrolled in it, but I will be honest with you. The only reason why I have them enrolled in it, because I'm lazy. I don't want to take some of those books and put them wide because it requires a lot more work, and I feel like it's stacking pennies after a while. So I just leave it in KDP Select and take advantage of the deals every now and then. Some of you might notice that the Amazon Self-Publisher series is no longer in Kindle Unlimited. It's for good reason. I left it there because I really wanted to manage my business and focus on that. And I said, okay, let's at least do the first 90 days. And as soon as all 3 of the series came out, as well as the compilation, after the compilation was out of its 90 days, I pulled the other 3 publications out of the 90 days. And I went wide, really wide. In fact, next week, I should be starting a book called The Publish Wide Guide. And I'll be going to the process of what I did to go publish wide. Should be a very interesting read. Okay, so let's see here. Also, have you shared the Square template for PowerPoint? No, but stay tuned to this channel. My assistant and I will be releasing all 32 templates for free. Yep, I'm insane. All right. Thumbs up, heart. Thumbs up, heart. All right. So next question. Friend of me says, I have a friend who actually helped me co-write my children's book. Awesome. And polish up my writing. Good stuff. She is Australian and can get 10 ISBN for $85. Good stuff. My only concern is how much ownership of the book does she have? None. Oh, wow. My only concern is how much ownership of the book does she have? Is the one buying the, wow, you need to get your friend to proofread your comment here. Sorry. I shouldn't be such a jerk, but what does that affect? And does it matter that much? I think you mean affect, not effect. But yeah, I guess there's a good reason why. Okay, so your friend just owns the ISBN. That's it. They own the imprint that's going to be on that. Beyond that, they do not have the rights to your book. Now, in all likelihood, if they want to take the ISBN back away from you, they can. But what are they going to do with it? Because as soon as you file that ISBN with all that metadata, it's not like, hey, I changed my mind. Let's go ahead and just switch that back over to me because I don't like my friend anymore. Yeah, it don't work that way. So your friend just owns the ISBN. That's it. She does not have the rights at all. Should she want to take her ISBN back? Good luck, because the metadata on the ISBN is forever and ever. So using your friend's ISBN is not going to be a bad thing, but I'd recommend getting with a business lawyer or attorney and make sure you are both legally on the same page. I'm not the best for legal advice. There you go. And you get a thumbs up. I don't know about a heart, but you get a heart. Who am I fooling? All right, I'm going to held for review, folks. This can get ugly, so please, if you got children in the room, you might want to let them know parental guidance is suggested here. All right, held for review. Nothing there. Looks clean. Good to go. Folks, man, that was a fast session of comments and answering them and such. I do certainly appreciate you guys taking some time out your day to spend some time with me here. Remember, I'll be back here at 2:15 today to do some writing sprints, and we're going to be putting the 9:15 a.m. Answering comments on hiatus, at least through the month of November. We'll see kind of how things are going, and I might come back to it maybe in December or maybe going into 2022. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff on my plate right now, and I'm trying not to overload myself. So Strum and Susan says, my other option instead of doing an audiobook would be to start a podcast and read some of the poems on there and discuss the background. I have a great mic, but need soundproofing. There you go. DIY, baby. You got it. I do not disagree with that. That's actually a pretty smart idea. If you're able to kind of put together your own thing. I actually had a narrator. He did some of my fitness books. Morris, his last name's eludes me, but Morris actually used to go into his closet that would be filled with, clothes hanging around him, and he would just use just a very simple, cheap microphone. And when I mean cheap, it was like $50. He would plug it into an audio interface that would go into his computer, which would be outside of the closet itself, and then he just close the closet, record, and if he messed up, he would just put like a clap of some sort to kind of let him know, like, hey, I'm gonna have to clip this particular area here. And then he would go out as soon as he was done recording. He would clip all of those mistakes, pull them on out, edit it out, and then he would just edit down everything, master it, and then he'd upload it. And he had some great quality, and it was so funny. He was incredibly humble about it. The quality was amazing. Like, it sounded like he had a whisper booth. But here he was just using it inside his closet with a very cheap Shure microphone that was like $50, and it was good. It was good. Now you're going to probably run into some people that are, some narrators and voiceover talent out there that are probably cringing and going, "Oh, don't tell people to do that. That's horrible. They need experience and blah blah blah." But the reality of the situation is sometimes people don't have the discretionary expense to invest into going into a professional studio or invest in a very good voiceover talent. So you just got to make do with what you have. And so I appreciate the hustle. Just make sure that you're not doing it at the expense of quality, because if you hear and you go back, or you have someone who tells you like, this is really bad quality, then chances are very likely you're not going to want to publish that specific book. But I think, Susan, you've got the right idea. Getting into the podcast world is brilliant. Here's the really cool thing. If you do have a podcast, Susan, I would recommend that you try to get it to aggregate out to as much sources as humanly possible. For instance, I use Libsyn. They are like $20 per month, I think it is. I have like a second tier plan on there because I do upload pretty large files once a week. But once you get that, you get your RSS feed, and you should be able to reach out to Amazon. Might be like Amazon Podcasts. Look up how to publish to Amazon Podcasts. It was super simple for me. I just applied to it, and now my podcast is featured on Audible as well as over on Amazon. Now, here's the funny thing though. Where you upload an audiobook, you've got to follow all their specs to the T. So like right now, I'm fighting them tooth and nail over the compilation series. They published the 3 books I have, the one that's up here, as well as this and this. All right. They published all 3 of those. I took those same stinking audio files and I uploaded them for the compilation. Nope. These files are no good. What? You just approved it on the other ones. They're like, yeah, you got to change. You got to fix it. And it was back and forth, and my poor sound engineer who works out of Hilliard is ready to cry because, he's been in this business of, doing work in studios and such. He's got an amazing studio, like state of the art, $1 million easily invested in this thing. And he's been in this business for 4 decades. And he's like, I have never run into so much friction from doing any type of audio like this. He's like, this is just beyond ridiculous, because we had to do a lot of volleying back and forth before we got those 3 publications up. And as soon as we got those 3 publications up, we're like, oh, we'll be able to get the compilation, no problem. It's going to be a slam dunk victory. Yeah, not really. Now, mind you, I have to keep paying the sound engineer as ACX keeps screwing with me. Each one of these tracks are passing through their sound lab, which the sound lab or audio lab, it might be. You can upload the tracks to make sure that it's going to pass the system. Well, we got them all to pass. We sent it on through to them, and they were like, nope, this doesn't pass our system. What? How? They won't give an answer. Like, just fix all that. It's a compilation, you ding dong. That's like literally like 3 stinking books, like hours of footage. And you want me to go back through and fix every last track? Like every last track is bad. I think you're full of caca. That's what you're full of. Well, I'm just not the biggest fan of ACX these days. And if I could mail them a vegan fart, I would do it. I would just get an envelope out and just pass gas into that thing, seal it on up, give it a kiss on the outside, send it on over there. So that way when ACX opens it up, they can be able to feel my exact wrath that I have for them right now. They've literally lost me hundreds of dollars by fiddling around. Funny thing is, put it up to Find Away Voices. Great, aces, this is awesome. And I asked them the opinion. I'm like, hey, like if I distribute it through you, would it be able to go to ACX? They're like, if ACX bounced it with you going directly to them, they're going to bounce it back to us as well. And I'm like, stupid. WordPress uses Anchor. Anchor's good. Anchor's a good free resource, and it actually does distribute out. Audio Labs. Yeah, I was going through that a while ago, and they wouldn't say exactly what was wrong. Yes. What the heck? ACX sucks on so many different levels. Thomas A. Bradley, you deserve the banana sticker of the day, my friend. ACX sucks indeed. They're on just so many stinking levels. You are so right between the fact that they won't let you control your pricing, that they're not completely transparent, that they've taken money out of authors' pockets by having this ludicrous refund system. Just stupid. Dang, Dale, tell us how you really feel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, when you see your bank account depleting and no return on sales from that specific investment, you feel my pain. You will feel my pain. Like it's just one of those things, and it's just so frustrating because they already approved the other 3 stinking titles. What? And you're probably saying, okay, Dale, maybe there was human error. Maybe you messed up and you uploaded the wrong tracks. I thought the same thing too. I deleted all the tracks off of my hard drive. I downloaded the same ones directly from ACX, uploaded them just for them to go ahead and reject it. Figure that one out. Figure that out. I don't even think ACX can figure it out. I only use ACX for my narrators. Not easy to find available African-American voices on Findaway. Gotcha. You don't even know how much they're selling your audiobooks for. It changes on their whims. That's true. That's true. They're just kind of like, your books, how long? Oh, it's 4 hours. Okay, it's $16.99. Where'd you get that number? Huh? I did it. Yeah. So you're going to get 40% of that, $16.99. Oh yeah, by the way, we offer refunds up to 365 days. And if somebody goes ahead and gets a refund within the first 7 days, you have to actually pay for that. Okay. That sounds terrible. Folks, I'm not going to belabor this any longer. Let's go ahead and start to wrap up today's broadcast. And if you'd like to, you can always come over and join me on my second channel, Live Streaming Tech. I'll be streaming at 11:15 today. We're going to be talking about how YouTube is going to terminate you. Yeah, YouTube's going to terminate you. It's a killer thumbnail, by the way. Go over, check out Live Streaming Tech. And if that's not your game and you're not into that type of thing, I totally understand. Come on back here at 2:15 today. We're going to do a couple hours of writing sprints. I'm going to do my very best to see if I can crank out at least 3,000 words today. That way, I've only got about another less than 10,000 words to go ahead and wrap up to the publication. So I'm super excited about this Amazon ads book. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I know it's going to be a lot of work because I'm sure I'm going to have to update it yearly. Yeah, nature of the beast, right? Thank you so much for your time. Thank you to all the channel members, those of you that support the cause. I do very much appreciate it. And even if you are not a channel member, which you can actually become one, just click the link, blah, blah, blah. You already heard all that stuff. Even if you're not a channel member, I just want to say thank you. By just simply watching through each of the videos and binge watching videos as well on either one of my channels. That helps out tremendously. Hitting the thumbs up, dropping a comment, sharing, those type of things, that helps out even more. But just simply watching really does help out tremendously. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. All right, folks, we're going to go on an indefinite hiatus for these Friday mornings. I hope that you have enjoyed it up till now. If you happen to be missing it, make sure that you let me know inside the comments, and we'll make sure to bring this little segment back. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale on a Friday. You take care of yourselves out there, folks.